Leave. Hello, I've got rather a boisterous puppy today, so leave. 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 Good boy. I could be talking to nobody for all you know. Leave. Good boy. He's lost my flip-flops, so I'm fed up having to put them on a high shelf. I'm going to just now, but so he's being taught leave it. Good boy. Come and say hello to people. Come here. Come on. There you go. Sit. Good boy. It's a bit bigger than he was when I first got him. Right, today we're going to be talking about joints. I'm sorry I didn't put up notification of the class, but I just totally forgot. Leave. Leave. Sorry. The class might be punctuated with this. He's going for my hoodie. Leave. Sit. Leave. Good boy. Yes, so I might be dashing off. I'm sorry, but I need to get him to stop this. Leave. Good boy. Right, joints. As you know, as I'm always telling you, joints have got synovial fluid in them. They've got special fluid in them that when you mobilize them, the fluid, leave, off, leave. The fluid gets warm and gets thin and lubricates the joints. And that's quite important when you're working out to warm up the joints because because you don't want to get injured. I know I've off. I know I've gone from H off. What did I do? H or hit? Yeah, I know I've gone from H to J, but I couldn't really think of anything for I apart from injury, and I didn't know off. I didn't really want to talk about that. Sorry, this is going to be fun today because he's a little bit hyper. It's best to put temptation out of his way. Yes, so I didn't want to talk about injury. Off. One of the best things you can do for, I know quite a lot of people have arthritis in the knees, and one of the best things you can do for for arthritis is to strengthen the muscles, these big quadricep muscles and the hamstrings at the back. So today I've got an exercise because obviously when we're doing the squats, that strengthens the quads, and this one as well. You know, when we're doing the abdominal ones and we're doing this with our lower leg, that strengthens the quads as well, in a very non-weight bearing sort of way. But I've also got one for the hamstrings that I'm going to include, which is obviously, remember, muscles can only pull, they can't push. So in order to strengthen the hamstring, you have to have a weight that the hamstring is pushing up, and that's your lower leg. So we'll do that later on. Instead of doing the swinging exercise, I think I'm going to do the hamstring one. And Prue, if you're watching, I haven't forgotten about you. I've got we've got a variation on this one as well, that hopefully you might find more useful. There's loads of different types of joints in the body. Remember, I'm always saying that about the elbow is a very flexible joint, Leave. So you've got to be quite careful when you're doing it, any exercises, because you can pop it out quite easily. It's less stable. I think I'm right in saying you've only got two ball and socket joints. One's your hip, one's your shoulder. So I don't know. I don't really have anything else to say about joints. So what are we going? J, K. I don't know what to do for K. Was that somebody? Excuse me a minute. Oh, it's okay. That's better. Bit of light on the situation. I heard somebody at the door, but I thought somebody, because I'm expecting somebody, I didn't think they'd be here this early. Anyway, I'm just waffling today because I'm a bit distracted by the dog. Leave. Excuse me a minute. I'll be back in a minute. Not really a very good thing you're doing that. There we go. Right, sorry about that, folks. We'll try and get through this with a minimum of interruptions. So if you're new, the class is in three parts: the warm up, the main body of the exercise, and then the stretching at the end. We need the chair because a few of the exercises are actually we use the chair. If you can't stand, most of the exercises can be done in the chair. There's a couple that can't, so sorry about this. Yeah, no, you can't reach any of that. So you can reach the top of the work surfaces in the kitchen now, so I've got to keep everything right back. Right, so anyway, we're going to start by marching on the spot, using your arms in a slightly exaggerated way in order to get your shoulders moving and warm up that synovial fluid. If you can, do it on your toes. If you can't, just on your feet, that's fine. But the main thing is that you're doing it in a very controlled manner. You're not letting gravity just pull your foot down. You're controlling every single movement. Move over here so as you can see. And if you can, though, do it on your toes. Just hardly moving your feet at all. And then we're going to stop that. We're going to put hands on shoulders. Put your hands up by your head, your ears if you can. If you can't get them that high, if you can only get them to there, absolutely fine. If you want to, you can continue marching as you do it. Back down, out to the side, in, forward, back, and then up, down, out to the side, back in, forward and back, and up, down to there, out, back in, forward and back. Right, so put your hand on your shoulder to make your arm like a wing, and imagine you've got a pencil sticking out from your elbow and you're going to draw you're going to draw 5 circles, big circles backward, getting as much range of motion as you can. Backwards, 5 back and 5 forwards. Right. So, I'll show you here. We're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Forward, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the final one for the shoulders and the arms is the one where we do this. Remember, no moving your body, just your arms. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, nice and controlled. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Right, we're going to start on our sort of 4-part routine. So you're going to start just by doing heel digs. And then as you do the heel digs, anchor your elbows into your waist, and you're going to do a bicep curl on the opposite arm to the leg that's moving. So you're doing a heel dig with your foot pulled well back, and you're doing bicep curls with the opposite arm. 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to do out to the side, just a small step out to the side. And then do prayer hands. And we're going to go out to the side at the same time. Our hands out to the side, same time as the leg goes out. 3, 2, 1. Excuse me a minute. Sorry about that. There's nothing he likes better than digging up all the plants in the pots. So we're going to do, next one, we're going to do toe tap. No, we're not. We're going to do stepping back. Stepping back. Sorry, I'm all over the place this morning because of the dog. Stepping back. And then at the same time as we're stepping back, hands at chest height, stretch your arms out. Splay your fingers. 3, 2, 1. And the last one is the toe tap. Toe tap. And at the same time as you're doing the toe tap, we're going to swing the opposite arm. So toe tap like this. The arm goes out. Three, 2, 1. We're going to put them all together. So we're going to do the heel dig, out to the side, back, and then the toe tap. Heel dig, side, back, toe tap. I'm getting better at swinging my arms on the toe tap, not trying to do the bicep curl. Back, toe tap. Oh, said she, pride comes before a fall. Heel dig, last one. Side, back, toe tap. Right, somebody's written something, just let me see. What? Okay. I'm not sure I understand. Was that for the rest of the people that can do thing crew? Didn't quite understand that, but it might be for the others, not for me. Right. I think, what time is it? 8 minutes past. Because of the pop, I think we'll go into the main body of the exercise because we've done quite a bit of warming up. So we're going to start with squats. So those of you who know how to do squats with good technique, either start doing them, might mean you have to do an awful lot of squats, or remember, put your hands behind your ears, just using your back muscles to pull your elbows back and walking on the spot while I just explain. So a squat is sitting down without the chair, and the dog's going to come and join me in a minute. So some people, when they squat, they do that. That puts pressure on your knees, and if you have arthritis in your knees, it's going to be very painful. What you want to do is it's these. If you find you can't do that, it's probably because your thighs and your glutes aren't strong enough. So you need to do what I'm going to show you in the chair in a minute. So you keep your leave. You keep your don't let your knees go in. Keep your knees apart, and you're going either that far down, as long as you're sitting back, or that, or right down. It's up to you. If you can't do that, you sit in the chair, knees at 90 degrees, maybe your feet slightly under your knees, hands here, standing up, and sitting down in a controlled fashion. If you can't do that, use your arms to give you momentum. And as a last resort, put your hands on your knees to stand up. But because exercises are like dogs, and not just for Christmas or not just for exercise sessions, practice all the time. Get in the habit of getting out of the chair without using your arms, your hands to help you. Right, 10 squats. At the top of the standing squat, just put your hands behind, touch your hands behind your back, push your pelvis a little bit forward. So we go. 1, your weight's on your heels. 2, you don't need to do this, do you? 3, he's out of shot at the moment, but he's watching intently. 4, 5, 6, 7, nice and controlled. 8, 9, 10. Well done. This is going to be a pain because I'm going to let you go upstairs actually. Go on then. Go on then. Because he'll sit on the top of the stairs hopefully. Because this one is going to be good because he's going to try and get the band. Go on, up you go. So sitting on the chair, near the front, toes pulled back, put your band around your instep, have quite a lot of tension on it, and then sit up nice and straight. And from that position, your arms are just going to pull backwards. Leave it. Leave. Just going to sit like this, and your arms are going to come back like that, not out or up, back. Just keeping your back straight. Don't move your torso, don't rock. So I'm going to do 1, off. Good boy. 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the first time you've been a pain. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. When I was researching joints and I was looking for best exercises for muscles to support the joints, the ones that came up were squat, which I do, the horizontal knee, which is that one, which is, you know, what we do when we're sitting down, which I do, rowing, which I do. I thought, oh, you've got it, stuffed, Rosemary. Right, now it's the hip abduction. So instead of doing it this way today, okay, we're going to do it another way and see if you get any benefit from it, Prue. See if it's harder. Okay. All right. Oh, thanks. Yes. Right. So leave it off. I'm going to sit slightly further back. So I want you to sit on the chair quite near the front and have your legs, your knees, your thighs parallel. No. Then I want you to take the band, put it under, leave it, under your knees, bring it across, and then pull it so that your knees go together. Hang on, I'm going to have no dangly bits here. Pull it so that your knees go together. And then I want you to open so that you're pulling against the band and you're having to work. Oi! You're having to work to leave it. Off. Off. Good boy. So you're actually having to, so it's tight like that, and then you have your thighs parallel. Be quiet. Have your thighs parallel. Off. And this is our starting point. So from here, what we're going to do is you're going to open your knees, keeping your feet stationary. Keeping your feet stationary. You're going to open your knees as wide as you can and hold them there for a few seconds. leave. Come. Come on. Come on. We'll hear howling in a minute because I've never actually locked him in another room before. Right, so knees together, no, knees parallel, thighs parallel. You can get two hands in between your knees. Band under and then over, pull tight, and then open your knees so that your thighs are parallel again, keeping your feet fixed in a fixed point, in a fixed position. Your feet might go on the side. I'll show you what I mean. Sorry, this is a bit of a hoo-ha today. He's very excitable this morning. I don't know why. So, start like that, over like that, pull tight, open again, feet are here, and then so you're going to go out like that. And then very slowly bring in two parallel, not right together. So we're going to do 10 of those, nice and slowly. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I can feel this. 7. Keep those thighs parallel. 8, 9, 10. Right. I hope that was better. I could feel that again. What you can do as well, I'm reluctant to do this one because I think it's a bit of a falling hazard unless your balance is very good. So what you can do is you can get the band and cross it over, have your feet sort of there, cross it over, and then walk like this, 10 to one side and 10 to the other. And that puts quite a lot. That's a really good one. But I don't want to do that in the class because I think it unbalances you. Right. So we're going to do next. I'm going to let him in again because I can't stand the barking. You behave yourself. The bicep curl. So leave, leave, leave. Good boy. Good boy. So stand on the band. Have it in one hand. Anchor your elbow into your waist so that you have tension on the band so that you have to actively keep it. You're having to use your muscle to keep it there. And then we're just going to close the arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, leave, leave, 6, 7, leave, 8, leave, 9, 10. Good boy. Leave. And then leave. Same again on the other side. 1, 2, leave, leave. Loki, watch me. Leave. Good boy. 4, 5, 6, 7, leave. 8, 9, 10. Leave. Leave. Good boy. Good boy. All right. Right, we're going to do the one leg balance. So this is the one where we engage our core and then the leg goes up to there and then up, or comes up to there and then straightens down, off. Good boy. Sit. Lie down. Lie down. Settle. Settle. So Exhale. Pull your navel into your backbone and then relax slightly. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, falling over here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then the other side. So if you breathe out, pull your navel into your backbone, hard as you can, relax it slightly, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, settle, 6, 7, oops, 8, settle, 9, 10, settle. Right, oh yes, the upward row. So if you don't have a band, just hold your thumb with the other hand, and the object of the exercise is to have that, keep that V, and the elbows are always higher than your hand, settle. If you've got a band, see if you can do it without him, leave, settle. Stand on your band, cross it over, settle. Oh, running out of treats here, settle. Hands together, remember try and keep your forearm, your wrist and your hand in alignment, settle. And we're going to go 1, nice and controlled, 2, 3, not using your back, I mean not rocking backwards and forwards, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. Settle. So I'm just going to go and get some treats. Hang on. Settle. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Right, the next one I'm going to do is a new one. And this is the one that's going to strengthen our hamstrings. I'm going to pull the camera down slightly. Settle. Good boy. So with this one, as I said before, what you want is you want the hamstring to be pulling up the hip. So we're going to hold on to the chair, stand up nice and straight. One leg is out behind you, straight with the toe on the ground. And then we're just going to bend the knee like that. Okay? I sometimes feel I get cramp in my hamstrings when I do this. If you get cramp, stop doing the exercise immediately. Well, you won't be able to continue, but I hope you don't. So we're going to do 10 on each side. So we're going to do 1. So all you need to do, then touch your toe back on the ground. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How did that feel? I found it quite easy to begin with, but then it got a little bit harder towards 8. And then we're going to do the same on the other one. 1, nice and slow and controlled. 2, 3, 4. If you want to make it a bit more difficult, 5. Don't put it straight, don't put it right down on the floor. Have it halfway. 6, 7. I think maybe for today they'll put it on the floor. 8, 9, 10. I find it quite easy to coordinate. They're quite difficult to coordinate that. Right, leave. Good boy. Good boy. Lie down. Lie down. Second. So we're doing the abs now. So sitting in the chair, right near the front, knees at 90 degrees, ankles under your knees, hands here so if you're not grabbing onto anything. And we're going to just go, oh no, we're going to start here as far forward as you can, and we're going to come up from the hips, not from the waist. We're going to come up and go back and touch the back, and then we're going to go right far forward again. We're going to do that 10 times, nice and slow and controlled. So 1, hello, 2, 3, 4, hello, 5, 6, get off. It gives a different meaning to downward dog, I have to say. 7, sit. 8, settle. 9, sorry, technique's going a bit here, but you know the technique. 10. Okay, settle. And then we're going to go back, take your back off the chair slightly, and straighten one leg, toe pulled back. 1. Don't lift your thigh off the floor, off the chair. 2. Or lift your thigh at all. 3, settle. 4, 5, settle. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just realised the window cleaners are now arriving, so they're going to wonder what's going on. If you can, without straightening up, without resting, go on to the second one. 1, 2, 3, settle. 4, 5, 6, settle. 7, 8, 9, 10. Right. Sorry, it's very disjointed today. I'll come and... Hello. Life is a cabaret, old chum, Nikki. Right. What are we doing next? Oh, I'm all over the place. Triceps. So, one hand behind here, the other one over your shoulder like this. Remember, this is the one that controls the tension. And you're going straight up to the ceiling. If you can't do this with your arm, if you've got impaired shoulder mobility, bring your arm to your chest height and it can go straight down to the floor. Remember, it's not your shoulder moving. Excuse me, I'm just going to reward him. Settle. Right. I don't know how people train their dogs without the internet. Right, so we're going to do 10. You ready? So 1, I'm going to do it back on. 2, 3, 4, 5, settle. 6, 7, settle. 8, 9, 10. And then switch over. Settle, good boy. Opposite way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. My technique maybe isn't very good this morning. Right, so good boy, settle, settle, good boy. Squats. We're going to do another 10 squats or stand-ups from the chair. Okay, so I'm going to do side on here so as I can keep the dog quiet. Okay, so 1, settle. 2, settle. 3, nothing there. 4, 5, 6, 7, good boy. 8, 9, 10. Settle, good boy. Right, now we're on to the last one, which is the side bend. Settle. Feet hip width apart, or slightly wider than hip width. Remember, if you're using your arm, keep it straight so that you're actually actively using it. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right. We're going to just do the routine that we do. We're just going to do it slowly a couple of times. So heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Heel dig, side, back. I'm going to have to toe tap. Heel dig one more time. Side, back. toe tap. Right, if you've got music, put it on. We're going to do it a little bit faster this time, as if there was music. Settle, good boy. I'm going to have to do it a bit to the side because I'm going to kick the dog if I don't. Okay, settle, good boy. You're being a very good boy. Right, so heel dig, side, back, toe tap. 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 I can feel that here the window cleaner's getting nearer and nearer. Side, back, toe tap. Heel dig, side. Arms are going a bit wobbly here. Heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Heel dig, side, back, toe tap. One more time. Heel dig, side, sorry, back. I'm laughing at the dog. There we go. Look, he's quite chilled now. Right, so we're going to do some, good boy, settle, good boy. We're going to do some stretching. So first of all, we're going to do the calf stretch. So one leg, front leg bent, back leg straight, both heels on the ground. Make sure both feet are pointing forward. Lean forward. You should feel the stretch at the top of your calf. Sorry, it's a bit rushed today. I'm going to hold it there for a few seconds and then slowly bend your back leg. Your heel comes off the ground and you should feel the stretch moving down into your Achilles. And then switch legs. Just check that both feet are pointing forward. Back leg straight, front leg bent, lean forward. And then bend your back knee slightly, your heel comes off the ground. Okay. Next one we're going to do is, good boy, settle. If you can, grab your foot, your toes, your shoe, your heel, your whatever, and have your knees, your foot, sorry, I've lost my words. Like that. I'm not moving the chair. Oh, I'll do it this way, won't I? Keep your knees together, and that should stretch your calf muscle. If you can't do that static stretch, do this because it's a dynamic stretch, and it'll stretch just the same. I'm going to do this one because I think it's slightly more efficacious, and I need to stretch my quads. So we're just going to hold that for a minute. If you can keep your knees together, it increases the stretch. Out there, it lessens the stretch. So it's up to you where you find the stretch. We're going to hold that for a few more seconds. And then, if you're doing the dynamic stretching, keep doing that. Static stretchers, change leg. Okay, right, so hamstrings. We've worked the hamstrings today, so sitting up nice and straight in the chair, knees at 90 degrees, ankles under your knees, towards the front of the chair. One leg out, toe pulled back, sitting up nice and straight. Lean forward from the hips, not from the waist. Boy, settle. Good boy. Good boy, settle. Settle. And then sitting up, repeating on the other side, sitting up nice and straight, toe pulled back, forward from the hips, not from the waist. Settle. Settle. Okay. Standing up, arms out to the side, palms facing forward. And we're going to go around the tree. So your arms are like that, not like that. At shoulder height, and then dip your head. Good boy. And then if you can, interlink your fingers behind your back. If you can't, just try and get your elbows together. If you're interlinking your fingers, just lift your arms up like that so that you get a stretch across your chest. Settle. Good boy. Settle. Okay. Right. So hand up, palm facing back over your shoulder like that. You've got impaired shoulder mobility. Don't do it. So there, and then you just pull it back so as you get the stretch here, because we work that tricep muscle with this one. Boy, settle. And then bring it back, and then the other one. And then, settle. Boy. Using the chair, sitting back, dip your head, put your hand on your crown, don't push your head, just let your hand, the weight of your hand, push your head down. The window cleaner's next door. And then look up, and then turn your head. The reason I'm so hurrying a bit is because my blinds and everything are wide open, so when he's doing my window, he'll be able to see straight into what I'm doing, and he won't know I'm doing a class, so he'll think, what's she doing? And it will distract me even more. Being very good dog. Turn your head to the left. Put your hand on your chin. Try and turn your head back to the center, but resist with your hand so that you've got tension in your neck. And then release the tension and see if you can turn your head a little bit more. Good boy. Lie down. And then bring your head back to the center. Settle. 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 Good boy. Repeat on the other side to the right. Hand on your chin. Try and turn it back to the center. Resist with your hand. And then relax and turn your head slightly more. And then bring your head back to the center. I'm sorry it was such a woo one today. But anyway, I hope it was useful for you. And we'll see you next Monday.